with 6 games to go, and it's left up to us is what we do with it. We know how hard it was to get here. We're going to pay the price to keep it going from here.
Dan Reeves, the longtime NFL head coach and former player, died Saturday, his family said in a statement. He was 77. Reeves' family released a statement saying he died from complications from a long illness. Legendary NFL player and coach Dan Reeves passed away early this morning, peacefully and surrounded by his loving family at his home in Atlanta. He passed away at age 77 due to complications from a long illness. His legacy will continue through his many friends, players, and fans as well as the rest of the NFL community. Arrangements are still to be determined, the statement read. The Georgia native had been in the NFL in some capacity from 1965 to 2003. The Dallas Cowboys signed Reeves before the 1965 season. He would play running back for them until 1972. He was a part of the Cowboys' Super Bowl VI team. He ran for 1,990 yards and 25 touchdowns. Reeves later became an assistant with the Cowboys after he retired from playing. He was on the staff in 1972, then from 1974 to 1980. He got his first head coaching stint with the Denver Broncos. He spent 12 years with the Broncos and won 110 games. But after drama surrounding Reeves and John Elway, he would leave the organization following the 1992 season. He would coach the New York Giants from 1993 to 1996. He was 49-59-1 with the G-Men. He then coached the Atlanta Falcons from 1997 to 2003. The Falcons would make a Super Bowl appearance under Reeves. He finished his coaching career with 201 wins and is one of only 7 who have 200 or more wins. He was also a 2-time NFL Coach of the Year.
I think Coach Landry's influence has certainly been a tremendous influence on my life, but I look at it a lot as I do the influence that my parents had. There's subtle things within my life that I know that I wouldn't be the type of person that I am if it had not been for the quiet influence that Coach Landry had on my life for the 16 years, that I was there. And as I said, I think that's one of the things I really admired a lot about Coach Landry was that he was a strong Christian and he made no bones about it. I mean, we all knew as players and assistant coaches that he was a strong Christian, but yet it was not something that anyone would feel uncomfortable with if they had a different viewpoint. And he had a nice way of making you look at it and say, boy, I kind of like my life to be, similar to his, because we're different people. Certainly have different outlooks on a lot of different things, but just the quiet influence that Coach Landry had on me is something that, heck, it'll always affect me for as long as I live.
Dallas offense had done everything but score. As the fourth quarter began, that was about to change.
The play was a green left formation, a fire pass, pitch 48 T-pull, halfback pass, and I can remember it was the first play of the fourth quarter.
The Cowboys have it at midfield, facing 2nd and 5. Meredith on a pitch out to Reeves. But this one's going to be a halfback option. Rensel all by himself takes it in for the touchdown, a 50-yard strike as the Packers were caught napping.
When we pitched it out and I was running with the ball, I noticed both the safety and the corner both coming up, which meant that Rensel would be open.
And I will never forget the joy that I felt as I came down on, I think it was Willie Wood, I'm not sure, on simulating the block and seeing peripherally both guys forcing. I'll see that image to the day I die.
And when I threw it, I thought I had a chance to overthrow it, but the wind was into our face, and thank goodness it held it up.
And I had to turn around, and I remember the joy turning to fear as I had to try and negotiate a turn to catch the ball over my inside shoulder.
It was been a difficult play, and I don't think the Packers expected it either, for sure, that we would throw a pass like that. And it did. It was a big play. It really put us in a really good position to win the game.
Villanueva's extra point try is good. And with only 8 seconds gone in the final period, the Cowboys have their first lead of the day.
NFL head coach Dan Reeves has died at the age of 77. He spent 23 seasons as a head coach in the NFL for the Broncos and the Giants and the Falcons, and fans are going to remember him primarily as the Broncos head coach when they reached the Super Bowl 3 times in 4 seasons in the late 80s, back when John Elway was the quarterback. He also led the Falcons to Super Bowl 33, which was Atlanta's first Super Bowl appearance. He was that hard-nosed running back with the Cowboys when he played from 65 to 72, and he won Super Bowl 6, later as a player coach for Tom Landry in those last 3 seasons. Throughout his 38-year career in the NFL as a player and a coach and an executive later on, he participated in 9 Super Bowls, and he's just one of a handful of coaches to win multiple Coach of the Year awards for multiple franchises. 190 regular season wins as head coach. That's 10th most in NFL history. Dan Reeves was 77.
We couldn't win on the road. We haven't, played to our capabilities. We was hearing all type of things and people putting hurdles in front of us, and we just kept jumping over them.
You sit there and say, hey, this is a chance to do something special here. We know how hard it is to get to this point. Let's not waste it.
The Falcons marched into a hostile Metrodome, trying to earn a trip to the Super Bowl for the first time in team history.
Yeah, baby, showdown.
Orday!
I bet you get the first chance. Let's get the job done. Win this thing on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go, baby!
The Falcons put the pressure on in the opening drive of the game.
Complete touchdown Falcons. Jamal Anderson out of the backfield. And here is the Dirty Bird Dance making its debut in the upper Midwest inside the Metrodome.
Failed to convert a 4th down play, and the ball went back to Minnesota. All Dan Reeves could do was watch, as the Vikings' flawless kicker was sure to put the game out of reach.
This is from 39 yards out. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and it is
No good! No good! Gary Anderson has missed a field goal for the first time in 2 years. The season isn't over yet. No, it's not over yet.
Come down and in, baby, just like we like it. It's our game, baby, our game.
With just over 2 minutes left to play, Atlanta embarked upon the most critical drive in team history.
Chandler right now is on his knees. He is hurting right now.
The siege almost ended as the Ragged Warrior called a timeout after re-injuring his knee. However, Chris Chandler battled back with bravery and returned. With one chance, one play, and less than a minute remaining, the ball was snapped.
To the left, Chandler will throw, setting up, left side, looking, throwing, across the middle. Does he have it? Yes! Touchdown Falcons! Great poise by Chris Chandler.
Showed up, showed the world, and it's overtime, and it's time to get these guys.
In overtime, the Vikings won the toss and the ball as their big play offense tested a determined Falcon defense.
Oh, my goodness. And that ball, Jeff, in and out of the hands of Randy Moss. Scary.
The Falcons' overtime possession started at their own 9-yard line, and Atlanta began yet another critical drive.
Getting the ball away. Santiago makes the catch in territory of the Vikings.
After moving the ball into Viking territory, the Falcons' destiny rested on the foot of Morton Anderson.
A chance to go to the Super Bowl. 38-yard field goal by Morton Anderson. The hold, the kick, it's on the way, it's up and going. The Falcons are going to the Super Bowl. The Falcons have done it. They have done the unthinkable. They have won inside the Metrodome, and the celebration is underway on the field.
Be careful.
Oh my goodness!
That is an unbelievable victory.
There's only one football that went through the goal post. I wish I could cut it up. Everybody have a piece of it.
All right, Coach, like a rock, baby, like a rock. That's a way, Coach. That's a way.
Hey, we said we could do it. Nobody believed, but now we don't learn it. We just shock the world now. Shock the whole world.
Dirty Birds, we've been in this before. We knew 60 minutes you gotta come fight us. Woo! Yeah.
Them Dirty Birds, baby. Them Dirty Birds, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
You see how stupid you are doing a Dirty Bird. But I mean, I was excited. I'd do it again. And, you know, give me a chance, go to Super Bowl, I'd do Dirty Bird again.